Welcome and thank you so much for joining me, Alyssa Arundell, for your December 2020 tarot card reading. This is the festive season and so I am in my Christmas shirt, but I am aware that this Christmas is going to be very different for the majority of us in a lot of ways, and so I want to use the spread this month to delve into some of our past situations, our present and future situations. So the reading will be a little bit different to how I usually do it this month, but I'm hoping that will help us pick up on more of what we can expect from this season, which is going to be so different. If you would like to check out your free 3-card tarot spread, you can do that by clicking on the link beneath this video. You can also order your digital spreads, or indeed reach out to me for a one-to-one consultation. But without further ado, let's get into this reading for your specific zodiac sign. This will be for your sun sign or your rising sign. For me personally, I find that tarot works best with my sun, but that is just me. So please feel free to watch your rising sign as well. So let's see what the cards hold for you this month. Hello Aquarius and welcome to your December 2020 tarot card reading. Let's have a look at what your significator card for this month is. So many signs have actually pulled up the Two of Swords for this month, so that's interesting. The Two of Swords can represent a little bit of indecision, Aquarius. Not quite knowing which direction to go in. When we've been hurt, if you've been hurt in some way, we often can learn how to avoid situations that might bring us pain. And this may have served as well, for a time. This may have looked after you, but actually it could be getting to the point where that's holding you back a bit now. And it's about breaking down those barriers so you can live life to its fullest. Do you try and hide your emotions? Do you try and deny some of those feelings? Everyone has these feelings. What is there to be gained by pretending that you don't feel them? This is about getting past anything that you're repressing, even if it means you have to have a good old shout to get some of that frustration out. This is about being forthright and very honest with how you're feeling, being frank with yourself and also with other people. If someone is doing something around you that doesn't make you happy, then tell them. Because it's really important that you speak your mind this month. Changes are abound with this card. You could also find yourself being the peacemaker between two opposing views. So this could be keeping your lover and your friend happy, or your two children happy, or your siblings happy, whoever it may be. You might have to play a little bit of referee, Aquarius. But as well, it could be that your heart and mind are pulling you in two different directions. Maybe your mind is saying, no, this is a logical thing to do. And your heart is saying, well, no, this is what feels right. So it's weighing up all these things and making sure that it's not so much your past that is influencing the choices that you're making. Yes, you will have learned some great pearls of wisdom from your past, and that is not to be discounted. But don't just base every experience on your past, because things very well can change. So your past card is actually the Ace of Cups. This is about an abundance of love. So whether someone new came into your life, or whether you fell in love with your work, your career changed in some way, or even you just had this different vibe, this different feeling about what your future can be. Hold on to that. You had that emotion and feeling. You've already had it. So it's just withdrawing it. Keep holding on to that. Those manifestations, if they haven't already come to pass, they are working in your favor. So that is such a beautiful card to get. It is about, like we said, abundance in all kinds, not just to do with money. It's to do with an emotional security as well. Now in your present situation, Aquarius, we have the lovely Two of Cups. The Two of Cups represents working together in a very harmonious way. This can represent a soulmate coming into your life. So that is very deep and very important as well. And it is about company. this isn't about using the head. This isn't about logic or what, seems right. This is about what feels right. And in a romantic setting, this is about being drawn to someone who really you do feel like you have a connection with. If you're already in a relationship, you could really start to enter a more harmonious phase of the relationship. And it is about being able to give and take. This is also about compromise. In an old-fashioned way, it can represent, this kind of marriage, this wedding situation, but any kind of deepening commitment this can also represent. So moving in together, moving home together. In terms of your business or career, this is saying that partnership cooperation is so key. Could it be the time to work with a business partner? Could it be the time to get your head together with somebody else to come up with really creative solutions? If you're moving into any kind of negotiations, this card really suggests that you should take a mutually beneficial approach. Rather than being like hard bargaining, saying, well, I want this for this much less, or I'm only going to stick with this. If we do it in a way where all parties can gain equally from some kind of deal or arrangement, I feel it's more likely to succeed. So that's just a little bit of spiritual advice coming through for you, Aquarius. And then your future situation is the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, this reiterates that Two of Cups in a lot of ways. So it's about finding the best route for everyone. It's more utilitarian, it's more humanitarian, and that is what a lot of your energy is about, Aquarius. It's also saying that you're really realizing, that you're talented, and I really feel some confidence that's been knocked will be growing back. You can really benefit from the vibe that this card brings. There are a number of possible directions for you to go in when the Two of Pentacles comes up. And the best way to navigate that is to be flexible, right? To go more with the flow and not try to control it. This is about seeking new solutions to old problems, basically. Hitches can come here and there. I think your finances tend to be fairly stable when this card comes in, although there is always a cautionary tale with this to not overspend. It's very sort of Charles Darwin, this is about evolution, this is about changing and growing. So the month of December is really asking you to be more flexible. And like we said, that means that you might not have ultimate control over the situation, and that has caused a little bit of indecision. But ultimately, I think you're going to find it really freeing, Aquarius, to just be able to go with the flow and not worry so much about all these outcomes. Just have a little bit of fun with this month. So there you have your December 2020 tarot card reading. I'm really honoured to have shared this space with you this month. Thank you so much for joining me. And until we speak again next month, I'm sending you lots of warm wishes and a very merry and peaceful Christmas.